the history of broadcast news journalism will be told through the stories of legends, like Walter Cronkite.
Good evening. The deep split between moderates and conservatives that marked the last Republican convention already is putting its brand on this one.
Dan Rather.
Desperate for foreign aid, the Soviet Union today reversed 30 years of Cold War military policy.
And Peter Jennings.
Good evening. We begin tonight where we are, at the end of the Reagan administration, on the edge of the Bush era.
And then there's the crew of Channel 9 News.
And Justin just found me a few minutes ago. He just finished with his story, What's It Turn On Hot.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Justin's story on the new emulsifier for the cafeteria?
He's still working on that?
Well, no, he just finished.
Look, I don't run Justin's stories without previewing them. Yours, they're okay, but Justin likes to overreach. Go tell him.
No. Here's Countdown without Justin's story.
I don't have time to tell Justin. You tell him. What's this?
The documentary trip.
That's this week?
Yeah.
Jeez, I forgot. All right, listen.
I'm okay.
Good.
Please don't make me tell Justin. He'll be all, Dan Rather, Peter Jennings, Walter Cronkite. You think they had their stories buried at the end? No, the greats always have their stories run on top. And he'll probably throw something at me.
What position do you play in softball?
Catcher.
You'll be fine. I showed one. You guys follow her into the studio. She'll introduce you to the crew.
Well, that's Liz Booker, the producer. And I'm Hannah Strongberg, general assignment reporter.
Hannah, the rundown?
I gave it to you.
Right.
And I'm Hannah Strongberg, general assignment reporter and assistant producer. Here at Channel 9 News, we produce a weekly live news broadcast to thousands of schools across the country. Here's how we do it. And this is the newsroom. Here we have an anchor desk, workspaces for the reporters, and a green screen. This is Sally Nygaard. She barely speaks English, but she can read numbers and hardly ever wears green.
Greeting for you. Good day. Sally is me. Water wet collapsing today and stuff.
Mostly we think that means it's gonna rain. I write her subtitles. And this is Dave Wright, our anchor.
For Channel 9 News, I'm Dave Wright.
He always talks like that, even in person. And this is Justin Duran.
They've heard of me. They know a news tycoon when they see one. Justin Duran. Pleasure to meet me, I'm sure.
Okay.
I trusted my stories on top.
Well,
Walter Cronkite, Dan Rather, Peter Jennings. You think they had their stories buried at the back? No. All the greats had their stories on top. Hannah, when you have the power, you need to use it. Get my story on the air.
it's not my decision, Justin.
I don't have time for weakness.
Sorry, folks, we're 1 minute till live.
Okay, you guys just stay in the background. Yeah, I know you know how a camera works. Oh, and that red light up there, when it's on, it means we're live and the cameras are on. Yes?
Rundown.
Oh, right.
We all love Hannah. She's a great reporter. Sometimes I don't get my thoughts in until a minute before the broadcast. Kind of irritating.
What do I think of Hannah? She's very nice. But nice doesn't make you a tough reporter. I'm a tough reporter. I'm going to be an anchor someday. They need an anchor with gusto, gravitas. Cronkite has gravitas. Dan Rather has gusto. Dave Wright, pansy. He'll never make a name for himself.
Okay, Addison, we're going to start with a 2 shot on Dave and Sally on camera 1. Have an effect shot set on Dave on camera 2.
We have Conrad standing by on Sat 1. Hey, Conrad.
Hey, man. Is that it?
We're on the air here shortly. We're throwing to you first.
Sounds good.
On the air in 30. Okay, we got FX ready to roll on Channel X. Conrad standing by on Sat 1. Mic check.
For Channel 9 News, I'm Dave Wright.
Sally, I am.
Sounds good. Alright, let's do this. We're live in 10.
5, 4, 3.
Start FX.
Broadcasting live from America's heartland with Dave Wright. And weather from Sally Nygaard.
Stand by, camera 1. Ready, Mike?
Channel 9 News, Friday.
Good afternoon, America. I'm Dave Wright.
Sally Nygaard am I.
What's the weather going to be like next week, Sally?
Yes, weather. Some rain, some sun, and some stuff, you know.
Well, the ever-informative Sally Nygaard. For our first story today, we're going live on location to our town center to Conrad Black, who's covering the celebration of animals.
And cut to Sat 1.
Good afternoon, America. I'm here in our town center taking a look at one of our favorite times of the year, celebration of animals. I'm here with...
We don't usually pay attention to these.
The celebration of animals, another great town festival. Good thing we have a town festival every week or we wouldn't have anything to cover.
What the? Okay, come back to Dave on camera 1. Take 1.
Last week it was the clown festival. No circus, just clowns. This week it's the
What is he
celebration
doing?
of animals.
Does he know we're on the air?
What will be next? The Creamfield Donut Extravaganza? Then they'll think we're lightweights, so we'll never do anything worthwhile. Are we ever going to get anything exciting like a racetrack or a nuclear power plant meltdown? They say they're teaching us, but we're actually trying to use our skills in real life, and we're held back. Let me tell you, there are real stories happening in this school, and at schools all over America, but people in charge don't want to talk about them. So instead, they assign us stories like the celebration of animals. Bullying! There's a story. Cheating story. Think about kids who don't have bigger things happening in the world. Well, we do, and it affects us too. I'm just a news guy. I read the news. I'll tell you what. You better all watch out because I'm tired of being held back. I'm gonna find out the story bigger than a nuclear power plant meltdown.
Get him off the air.
To what? I don't have anything.
Commercials.
We don't do commercials.
Color bars then. Something.
What's going on?
Hold on.
Dave's gone crazy.
Yeah, mutants running through the streets from a nuclear power plant meltdown. Now that would be something worth reporting. Until then, what's next? The most beautiful guinea pig competition? Wait, those were 5-year-olds. My bad.
Color bars.
That was completely terrifying.
I'm Dave Wright. People trust me. I'm their weekly source for news. Did I know the cameras were on? Come on, I'm a journalist. Ask me a better question.
Dave, you're fired.
No kidding. Did I mean what I said? That's what you need to ask. What is this?
Do you have a lover deployed in a war zone?
No.
Then I'm out of ideas. Hannah?
Good news?
Have you ever heard of the National Honor Society for Student Broadcasting?
I have not. Sit.
In passing. Doesn't sound like that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal. It's the biggest deal. Getting into the NHSS BNJ is your ticket to the big time. Walter Cronkite, Dan Rather, Peter Jennings all have their starts in the NHSS BNJ.
They have an acronym?
They have everything.
Turns out, Facebook lets you customize how ads are placed based on people's interests.
And Justin has very peculiar interests.
So we spent the past few weeks running an ad campaign that we managed to get targeted only to him.
Hey Tip, let's join the NHSS BNJ.
You can't just join the NHSSBNJ. You have to be invited. Guess who was invited?
Sally.
Liz.
Oh my god, Tip, it's you!
Please, like you two could get invited to the NHSSBNJ.
Then I have no idea.
It was me! I was invited!
Being invited doesn't mean accepted.
Did we mention there's an initiation ritual?
Only the best can complete it. Many have tried, few have succeeded.
And the failures end up doomed to running blocks.
To complete the initiation into the NHSSBNJ, perform the following steps. Inform no one of your invitation.
What has Justin been rambling on about? I don't remember.
Okay then. Get the news director to assign you all the stories for one broadcast.
Alright, Channel 9 News, how is everyone today? Yesterday's broadcast was unfortunate, but today's a new day and we'll have a new anchor on Friday.
Step 3, become an anchor.
It'll be me! I'm the best! You can trust me. Put me on! If you want someone to agree with you, start by mimicking their movements. This will make an unconscious connection with them, making them more likely to agree with you. Assign me the anchor position. I have a stage presence and a commanding voice.
Right now, I just need some space. So, story assignments for this week. Cold and flu season.
I'll do it.
Okay. I need one on English language learners in public schools. I was thinking Sally.
I got it.
Okay. I need one on volunteer opportunities over holiday break.
Put me on it.
Well, aren't we a go-getter?
You know, I'd really like that one.
Sounds like a good idea. I think Justin's plate is kind of full.
No, it's not.
I volunteer a lot. I have contacts.
I have even more contacts. I volunteer.
Where do you volunteer?
Places you couldn't even imagine.
Hannah, you get it.
Can Justin help me? I'll probably need an assistant.
Assistant, please.
Done. And I'm sure Conrad is working on something somewhere. Let's get back to work.
Sir, yes, sir!
What are you doing?
One of the most important sacred traditions of the NHSSBNJ is to always salute your news director. When he leaves the room, this will lead to you getting the most preferential assignments and the ultimate glory of being a NHSSBNJ member.
Have a good afternoon, sir!
Hey, Sally.
Hello, you too. So, how's the weather? How come white people question me weather and stuff?
Sorry I asked. 60.
Degrees. Outside, 60.
Yeah.
Today be 60. Cold for this week, late. Mass Arctic air, cold northeast removed. Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. So, I heard you have a boyfriend.
You do!
I knew it.
Never before I meet someone who understands me that way.
You've never met someone who understands you like him?
Talking and me for hours. Just for sit and talk and stuff.
You sit for hours and talk.
Yeah.
Hours. So, who is it?
Oh, who? Hit me?
He hit me?
Oh, no.
tip? So you're not gonna tell me? I think it's tip.
Have you ever really chased a story? I mean something really big. Something that took months of work to uncover.
Is there anything I can say that will make you not tell me how?
When you're chasing a story that big, you need to remember that everyone is a suspect. Everyone has something to hide from you.
So, what are you hiding from me, Justin?
Just the information that'll take you from a level 6 reporter to a level 10 reporter.
So, how do you chase a story?
Watch and learn, rookie. Watch and learn.
Aren't we doing a story on volunteer opportunities over winter break?
That's where small-minded reporters like you stop. They like me know that there's always a bigger story. Like, who are you really volunteering for?
So, how do you find out?
Sometimes you have to be aggressive, assertive, a downright bully, just to get them to tell you the answers you want.
The right answers or the answers you want?
When you're an elite reporter like me, the answers you want are the right answers. What are you doing?
Taking notes, Master.
Oh. The answers you want are the right answers.
No, I got that.
Okay, good. There's volunteer coordinator over here. Let's go get the scoop.
Get the scoop.
No, don't write that.
Then how am I supposed to remember what to do?
Just make sure this is rolling. Hello, Mr. Volunteer Coordinator. I would like to volunteer. Tell me, for whom are we volunteering?
Wonderful. We're recruiting for the Militia for Hope's bell ringing campaign. How much time would you like to donate?
As much time as necessary for your organization. Tell me, who am I volunteering for?
The Militia for Hope.
The Militia for Hope. The militia is an army. Who is this army fighting?
Poverty. We're fighting poverty.
That's ridiculous. You can't fight poverty. Poverty isn't a person.
Poverty isn't a person, but it is something worth fighting, I can assure you.
An army only fights people. Your motives are suspect. Who do you work for? Tell me!
The Militia for Hope. And I volunteer.
Volunteer? You mean they enslaved you?
What?
Surely you recognize me. Justin Durant. Channel 9 News? My God, they've cut you off from all contact with the outside world. Listen, I can help you. Just give me all the information on the people enslaving you.
No one's enslaving me.
I thought this would be a good time to cut him off, but this was so much fun. What if he can't tell you because they've threatened to kill him?
Of course. Listen, I can help you. I have a news crew. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
I don't know.
Hey Anna, check this out.
What? Who made those?
I don't know, but they've started popping up on our social media.
They're really awesome. Look at that one.
I'm going. Hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Everything's fine.
Coming is Liz.
What's up, everyone?
Liz, weather easy week looks like it. Perfect. Script I would like you write me practice.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying, but whatever you say, it sounds good.
Script. Me read practice.
Whatever, Sally.
Script. Now, I want Okay, I don't understand you, so you're good to go with whatever. I would like you to write me a script to practice. Still not getting it. Anyone?
I got it. She would like someone to write her a script so she can practice.
Oh, you could have just said that. Sally, good idea. Okay, now I'm looking at the rundown for the next show, and we're still about 10 minutes short, so we need some story ideas. Something that'll make personal connections with the audience. Any ideas?
We have some people here with some interesting hobbies, like horseback riding, skeet shooting, and that stuff. We could do a story on them.
No, no one cares. It needs to be personal. Like, what would you do on a Saturday night if you were completely bored?
Sometimes I like to steal my dad's car.
Perfect! Let's do a story on that. Where can we go with it?
Well, I don't have any money for gas, and my dad's gonna notice that the gauge is gone, so we can only go a few miles.
No, I mean with the story.
Okay, think about this. Every Friday night in small towns across America, cool kids like Addison are having fun. Are you?
Perfect! Roll with it.
Wait, Justin, don't you have that story about the slaves?
Slaves? Ooh, who knew we had something so juicy?
Yeah, there's this volunteer organization holding people hostage. Justin totally uncovered the story. I think Digging Deep has anchor potential.
Perfect. Now, in the meantime, Scott still hasn't decided on a new anchor, so we're gonna need to make intro shots for all of you to use just in case he waits until the last minute, like he probably will. Oh, and Hannah, the Humane Society would like some sort of promotional piece. Mind if I send you to that?
I suppose.
Sounds good. So who script me to practice right? Nuts!
I'll do it. Just give me a few hours.
Go away, I'm working on my story.
We're here to help.
It's like you could help.
Okay, never mind. Don't share your inside info with them.
Sorry to bother you.
Wait, what kind of inside info are we talking about?
We're going to concoct the worst possible story.
And then hire an improv comedian friend of ours for Justin to interview.
But not without making sure he's well prepared.
I can't just use any source. I have to be able to verify it.
You can't verify this source.
Then...
But you can use his information to find a source you can verify.
I'm listening.
According to our source, some people actually do volunteer for the militia for help, but only under duress. They volunteer to save loved ones who are forced otherwise to volunteer.
As a tribute.
I see.
After being recruited, they're sent into the training period. Then they're sent out into the open to fight until only a strong survive.
And what's more is it's the richest of the rich recruiting from the poorest of the poor to do this.
For entertainment.
That's disgusting.
They only want the strongest slaves to be passed under their owners.
I'm going to get these people. I have no idea how they held out for so long, but I'm going to get them.
Okay.
Get in here. Who trapped you in there?
Militia for hope! Let me out! Get me out of here!
Definitely? Okay.
Yeah.
you gotta do his leg.
His knees and elbows.
Are you hearing this? I have a news crew. I'll help you. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna get you people! I'll save you! I gotta go!
I like that. What's that?
I haven't been really paying attention. I'm writing an essay.
We've seen dozens of parents pull up to the school and walk out with their child. Speaking with some of them who decline to go on camera, they say their child is sick, likely because of the fears and threats from that video.
That's terrible. Someone should do something about that.
Yeah, but who?
I don't know. Is this your social studies essay?
Yeah.
Only we can choose to love our neighbors. No one can do it for us. Nice.
Thanks.
I like how you close too. We keep looking for heroes. At some point, we have to be our own heroes. We gotta do this page.
Hopefully, we never have to use it.
You don't want to be anchor?
I don't know. I'm more of a background player. I do that really well. I just don't like being live. When you're live and you mess up, people will never let you live it down. And I still have to go to school with everybody. And some people are just so mean.
I get that, but that's why I like being here. I get to get away from it all. Alright, let's do this for a moment. Okay. Fold your arms. Look down. Look up at the camera. Turn towards the camera. That should do it.
Thanks. Hopefully you never have to use it.
I hope I do. You'd be great. Whatever. Hey, look up at the story Justin has.
Oh, we're fooling him into thinking the Militia for Hope is holding people hostage and raising them as slaves.
Oh my god, can I help?
Ready for this? Because how this goes can have a big effect on you getting into the NHSSBNJ.
I was born ready.
Really? That's what you say. I mean, you're supposed to have this way with words and all, and you have that horrible cliche. I didn't expect that out of you.
Just make the phone call.
Me? I'm not the one trying to get into the NHSSBNJ.
Fine. Okay, what's the number?
Militia for Hope.
Hello, this is Justin Duran from Channel 9 News.
News? Why is the news calling here? What does the news want with us? We're doing nothing wrong.
Don't be so threatening. Of course you're not. We were just doing a story on volunteer opportunities, and we thought you were the best choice.
Volunteer opportunities? Well, that sounds like, hey, you over there, get back in your cage. Sorry, well, volunteer opportunities, I suppose. You do that one more time, no dinner for you. Your choice. I suppose we can do that.
Not to intimidate you or anything, but this is Justin Duran from Channel 9 News.
Who?
Justin Duran.
Who?
The lead reporter of Channel 9 News.
Channel 9? Never heard of it.
It's played in over 500 schools across America.
Oh, you're that kids station. Yeah, kids. Absolutely. Bring as many of them as you want. The more the better.
Okay, well, we were thinking that we'd send a representative over to arrange the times. We were thinking you could come over here.
Come to you? Why would I do that? Mr. Durand, I find you quite rude.
Well, I find you delightful.
Okay, I'll come down there.
Okay, see you in a little bit. Bye.
Bye.
I can't wait to see Justin's expression, especially with my actor friend.
Alright.
Okay, we should start over.
What was that?
Oh my god! You can't blame that on me.
I'm not.
Well, I have to go get my Humane Society interview set up now.
Sounds good. Sometimes I forget we actually have to go to class too.
Yeah.
What is that?
Nothing. Fine.
Sally?
So the Humane Society is coming tomorrow at 2 o'clock?
Yeah, just a short promotional video, nothing major. Trying to get people to make dog biscuits to donate.
Good.
Sally? Sally, what's wrong?
Alone with me, Jess.
Sally, let's talk about this.
What happened? I have an interview. Let's go.
Who would do that? What do we do?
Anyone know who her boyfriend is? I thought it was you.
Me?
She has a boyfriend.
You thought it was me?
That boyfriend of hers needs to buy her some flowers. I
I'll
just don't know how to find him.
I'll find out.
What is it?
It's another meme about Sally.
We can't let her see those.
Now studio in we have Bruno Faith, star of rocking music, has new album called Only Bruno and stuff.
Well, yes, my producers and I struggled for many months to find a name. You see, when you produce art, the title of an album must make a statement. We deliberated for many months, and then one morning I looked in the mirror and there it was. Bruno. Why, aren't you a sweet thing?
Album has music, kind of, why make and stuff.
Oh, totally it has music. I'm thinking all kinds. Good for hearing, you know. Music for people who appreciate.
For people who appreciate?
Yes, Sally dear, I think all of your strings are in tune.
Album, why making stuff?
Why? What is why? There doesn't always need to be a why. Sometimes there just is. Music just is. It's always out there, just waiting for people to use it to touch souls.
Soul touch?
Oh, yes, soul touch. How does music touch your soul?
It makes the singing heart, the ears.
Go on, Sally, express yourself.
Make the heart, the feeling.
I hear ya.
Do I have heard songs in the night for the stars of a few months? Singer, it's a game over the air. Languages, magic, stuff.
Say that again.
Say what?
Go on, sweet thing, say that again.
Do I have heard?
Do I have heard
songs in the night?
Songs in the night.
For the stars of a few months. Singer, it is game over the air. Languages, magic.
I call this Song from Sally. Do I have heard the songs in the night for the stars of a few months? Singer, it is a game language is magic, he shows that from head. When the stars shine in the midnight air, the music plays to all who are there, and together all we come, and together all we come.
Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Hello. I'm Viola Tierney from the Humane Society. Yeah, Stromberg is expecting me.
Oh, yes. The wait room over there, her get me do.
Okay, so your actor friend about here?
I haven't heard from her yet, but she should be here shortly.
Alright, once she's here, we'll get her situated and get Justin over there.
You might have to do that. I have someone from the Humane Society I'm supposed to be interviewing at the same time.
But I've never met her.
Well...
Hannah, someone say you expecting put on an interview room full.
Is that? It has to be. Okay, you go get Justin, make sure he's good and irritated before he gets in.
But, alright, sure you can't come with?
I have to wait for my interview.
But, this is going to be so much fun.
Oh, whatever!
Now, remember, if you want to get into the NHSSBNJ, you're going to have to really get it. Don't lay back.
Hey, I got this. Justice will be served.
In the name of justice!
Justin Duran from Channel 9 News, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Oh, I was expecting to work with Hannah.
She deferred this one to me.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm Viola Tierney from the...
I know where you're from.
Oh, good. I've been looking forward to talking with someone here.
So have I, Viola. So have I. You rolling? Mm-hmm. For Channel 9 News, I'm Justin Duran. I'm here with Viola Tierney, representing the organization I've been investigating for the past few weeks.
Investigating?
Tell me, Viola, what happens when someone new comes through your doors?
Well, first we run them through a thorough health screening to make sure they don't have any diseases. Then we give them a series of shots to make sure all their vaccinations are up to date. We don't want them to infect the rest of the population, you know.
Shots?
Of course. After that, we take them to the back, insert a microchip under their skin for tracking and health purposes, and lead them to the cage.
Cage? Don't you find that a bit inhumane?
Mr. Durand, what else would we do with them?
Why not give them a nice warm bed to sleep in?
No, Mr. Durand, we don't want them to be trained to sleep in beds. Many of their new owners may not like that.
Owners? So you're training them to be slaves then?
I wouldn't say that, silly. Many of them are content to just mope around the house.
Do you at least teach them any new skills while they're under your care?
More of the unruly ones we'll put under obedience training. We make sure they can obey their master.
I must say, this is truly shocking. I hesitate to ask, but what do you feed your inmates?
A variety of all different types of major dog foods, depending on what's been donated to us.
Dog foods?
Or cat food, depends on what they are.
Their personality?
No, their species.
Have you no concept of civil rights? That you're treating them like animals?
Of course. How else would we treat them?
Like human beings, maybe?
Now, Mr. Durand, thank you for that incredibly kind sentiment behind your question. Yes, while they do show emotion, attachment, and some even consider their family members, the matter of the fact is that they are just not human beings.
Unbelievable! Do you know who the last person I heard to say that was? Darth Vader!
Well, I never. What kind of reporter are you? Every day I go in and I walk past rows and rows of cages. I look into everyone's sad, lonely eyes that seem to be asking me, will today be the day that someone rescues me? Do you know how hard that is?
Oh, I'm sure you're just following orders.
Wow, I can't believe you would say that. I work for the Humane
Militia for
Society.
Hope.
The
Militia
Humane
for
Society.
Hope.
The
Humane
Militia for
Society.
phone. Traffic was terrible. I had to get gas. It's why I couldn't text you. Are we ready to go? I've been practicing. I've got some stuff that'll really throw that Justin for a loop.
I thought you were already... I was told... What?
Hey guys, I've been listening in on the interview. Oh, is this your Humane Society content?
No, this is Mary, my actor friend.
Your actor friend?
Oh no! Guys?
Justin! Where's Justin?
Hannah, the strange thing just happened.
Viola? We'll explain later. Where's Justin?
How did this happen?
Hello. I'll go interview and stuff.
You!
I?
How could you do this to me? I'm the best reporter here, and yet you waste my time on wild goose chases.
Talking about what stuff?
This is all your fault.
I can't.
What?
I can't.
What are you saying, Sally? I can't understand you. No one can understand you. Why are you even here? You're the worst English-speaking person here. All you're good for is making funny memes.
Justin, stop.
Memes?
Yeah, like this one.
My boyfriend. That's his picture.
Oh, did your boyfriend make the memes?
What is wrong with you? Does this make you feel better about yourself? Do you think this will help you become anchor? Anchors do what they do because they want to make a difference in the world. What kind of difference are you making, Justin? You don't deserve to be anchor.
And you do?
Yes, she does.
Scott, they all played a trick on me. Do I still work here?
How you handle yourself in the next 2 hours will have a lot to say about that.
What do you want me to do?
Just go.
Where?
Anywhere else. Sally, we need you. The viewers love you. I see your feedback every week. We love having you on the air. Tip, you need to get the control room ready for the broadcast. Hannah, do you want to make a difference in the world?
Of course.
Good. You're anchor. Get ready. Liz is working on the script.
You said you didn't want to do this, but you'll do great. We're all rooting for you. Thanks. Solid girl, break a leg. 60 seconds to air.
Alright, here we go, everyone.
Can't do. I can't do.
What?
Ex-boyfriend. So mean.
Tip, we're not going to have Sally for the opening set.
Okay, we'll make do. We're on in 10. Start FX.
Broadcasting live from America's heartland, it's Hannah Stromberg. And weather from Sally Nygaard.
Stand by, camera 1.
It's
Ready,
your
mics.
school news channel, Channel 9 News, Friday.
And take 1.
Good afternoon, America. I'm Hannah Stromberg. Sally Nygaard will be joining us for the weather in a few minutes. This past Tuesday at a basketball game at Washington High School in Arkansas, a group of Latino students had been targeted with signs with racist messages. With more on this story, we go on location to Conrad Black. Conrad?
This isn't going to be long. Get ready to get back on the air.
Alright.
Good opening, Hannah.
Thanks.
Get ready. Back in 10.
Thank you for that story, Conrad. I join you in wishing these sorts of things wouldn't happen. And don't we all? Why so many stories about violence and conflict? What, is this really how the world is? Is this really the way things are? Why can't we all just get along?
It's happening again. I can't believe it's happening again.
I don't see any reason to pull
And
her
the
off the
conflict is
area.
always with people who are different from us. What is it about seeing someone who is different from us that causes us to lose our minds?
Careful. Don't let it go too far. Someone call Scott.
And then we have to turn people who are different from us into the others. Then we have to come up with self-bolstering ways to show how we are better than the others. He is not as athletic as I am, so I'm better than he is. She doesn't wear as nice clothes as I do, so I am better than her. They aren't as smart as I am. Come from a different country, practice a different religion. They're richer, they're poorer, they're fat, they're skinny, they're tall, they're short. They have a disability. They have social anxiety, autism. They're in counseling. They're Republican, Democratic, Black, White, Asian, Hispanic. They look like the enemy, so they must be one. So I am better than they are. And what's most frustrating is just how much that all matters to us. We get so caught up in maintaining our betterness that we get violent and we get mean. We do whatever it takes to make sure that the others know that we know their place and that we are better than they are. And look, people, I'm just in middle school. I'm just trying to figure out how the world works. And I look around and that's what I see? That's what I have to look forward to? Is that what we all have to look forward to? Doesn't there come a point where we have to stop and say, enough? I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of the cruelty. How many people have to get hurt before we realize we don't want that to be our reality? But we keep looking for heroes, someone to fix it for us. But at some point, though, we have to be our own heroes. Only we can choose to love our neighbors. No one can do it for us. Our presidents can't do it. Our leaders can't do it. Our celebrities can't do it. Only we can choose to love our neighbors. I've been writing this report on President Kennedy. Listen to what he has to say. For in the final analysis, our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air, we all cherish our children's futures, and we are all mortal. We keep looking for people with the power to fix things. Maybe it's time we finally realize that it's us. I think we're about out of time for this broadcast. I don't even know if I'm still on the air, but if I am, I want you to know that no matter who you are, I refuse to let our differences come in between us and the fact that we are all in this together. For Channel 9 News, I'm Hannah Stromberg. Have a nice day.
That was amazing.
I'm probably fired.
Welcome to the new format of Channel 9 News, where uplifting and hopeful stories will take our priority. Stories about people loving other people, stories about the way the world should be.
What's that?
Is this what you wanted to have happen?
Are you kidding me? I love this. This is exactly what I wanted the news crew to be. Well, hey, good luck on your documentary.
Whatever happened to Justin?
When you ask for forgiveness and mean it, good things can happen.
Used to be afraid to go outside. No more, no more. Thought the 10-foot people would have my hide. No more, no more. And it's nothing that I realized. It's not because I'm older. Just one day I looked over and saw the moon upon my shoulder. Moon upon my shoulder. And no more, no more. Not a fitful bone in me, yeah. I said no more, no more. Not a fearful bone in me. I used to be afraid to close my eyes. No more, no more. Time I one old man who didn't die. No more, no more. And it's not because I never cried. My heart has not grown colder.
after a 3-year absence. It's classic rock's newest star, Bruno Faith. Live in concert, featuring the newest hit songs, such as The Song from Sally. Don't miss your chance to see Bruno live in concert. Tickets on sale this fall.
I can be so kind, I can be so nice. People come to me for kindness and advice. Red high, red high, oh red high, red high, red high, red high, oh red high, oh red high.
It's so hard to find good help these days. We need an anchor really bad, and I have no idea where we're ever going to find one.
Take me.
Okay, this is, yeah.